I'm asking you to eat more, but eat the right foods. Hi, I'm Mareya, otherwise known as the Fit Foodie. I'm a chef, holistic nutritionist, author, inventor, and mom. And I want to welcome you to my podcast. It's called Recipes for Your Best Life. And with every episode, I'm peeling back the onion on fitness, nutrition, health, wellness, and family. The truth is, you're the chef of your life. And for every important pillar, there's a great recipe worth sharing. So every week, we'll explore them together. Think of it as food for thought that you can really sink your teeth into. So join me, and let's squeeze the joy out of this life, because you only get one. Can I get a fork, yeah? Here's the scenario. You get to work, no time to leave for lunch. Your stomach starts to rumble. You get distracted. You feel incredibly lethargic all of a sudden. You start to yawn. So you chug a bunch of coffee or maybe grab an energy drink or 2 or 3. You rub your eyes. Desperation hits. You grab a bag of chips from the vending machine. Then you reach into your desk drawer and fish out a bag of year-old Halloween candy you pillaged from your kids. And then you proceed to go into a caffeinated sugar and salt coma in the middle of your manager's meeting. Then fall face first right into your coworker's lunch. Or, worse, maybe you just bite his head off and chew slowly. This, my friends, is called the hangry beast. And he emergeth and growls. Look out. She or he may just eat you alive. But seriously, how many of you can relate to this? You get that crazy food coma, or you get the coma because you need the food. It's one or the other. So how does this vicious cycle begin? Well, here's my thought. The ideal of the 3 square meals a day was just ingrained in us from day one, right? 3 square meals a day. And snacks were something that would sabotage your diet and probably consisted of a lot of fried sugary stuff or something that you weren't supposed to eat, right? The idea of a snack was sabotage. But the real scenario plays out like this. You skip a meal, maybe you don't eat breakfast, or lunch is just sort of this passing wave of, I wish I could step out, but I can't. And the snacking goes awry. That's the problem. The snacking goes awry. And your hunger dominoes, just like a pack of rabid wolves, that will do anything for survival. I mean, we're talking like picking off of the donut box at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon that's been there since 7 a.m. Fries, maybe some sort of other office meeting remnants. You know what I'm talking about. The foods that you know you're not supposed to be digging into, but the truth is you haven't balanced out your nutrition throughout the day, so willpower is out the window. And listen, willpower is not your wingman, never has been, never will be. So when it comes to good health, we need a better strategy. The truth is your body loves routine. And when it's in a good routine, it is on lock. It's working. It's humming. It's ticking. And it wants to know it will receive energy on a regular basis to operate, just like a car. If you let the tank run dry and you keep trying to drive, you'll probably have to hitch a ride home, no matter where you are. It just won't go anymore. Plus, the truth is it takes a lot more energy to get it running and in tip-top shape again. And don't even think about giving it the cheap gas unless you want to gunk up the engine. All right? You get my thought. You get my analogy here. Your beautiful Lamborghini, humming engine, gorgeous sleek lines. And unless you want to gunk up the engine, put in a bunch of cheap gas. And that cheap gas is white flour, it's refined sweeteners, it's chemical additives, and it's processed food. And they are perfectly designed to gunk up your engine. There's nothing about them that will benefit you. So what does this all mean? Food, it's fuel. Like at its base level, it's fuel. But it's so much more than that. It affects our mood. It affects our energy level. It's how we handle stress. It's how we can deal with relationships. It's our ability to sleep. And ultimately, it governs our decisions. That's how important every bite that you put into your body is. I saw that, I'm sure you've probably seen it too. The one that says, I'm sorry for what I said when I was hungry. I always think it should say hangry, because it's that angry hunger that almost takes any ounce of understanding and common sense and throws it right out of your car window, along with that crappy gas. So why does eating regularly seem like such an easy concept, but one that many people don't follow? Because we are not giving food priority in our go, go, go lives. And as someone that's been a health coach for a long time, I hear it constantly. I forgot to eat. I don't always have time to go grocery shopping. I'm on a diet, so I'm skipping lunch. The fact is, your body needs you to prioritize this. It's really important. And eating regularly is really important. Not eating right will come back to bite you in the booty. You won't just gain fat, you'll also actually drag down your metabolism and your system. And just like that car, you will break down. Emotionally, physically, and sometimes mentally. Because remember, that fuel, that food is feeding your system. So you're not only encouraged to eat often. When you choose the right combination of macronutrients, you've got protein, you've got slow burning carbohydrates and essential fatty acids, and you've got those smart add-ons, the adaptogens that help you manage stress, you're drinking properly, you're hydrating properly, you are stoking your metabolic fire. And it helps you to actually burn more calories, even in your sleep. My philosophy is clean food plus smaller portions at regular intervals equals a higher metabolism. And if that doesn't sound like a license to eat, I don't know what else I could ask you to do. I'm asking you to eat more, but eat the right foods. Is it the cake? No. Is it the box of cookies? No. Is it the box of cereal that you bought for your kids when you probably weren't making such great decisions and maybe you were hangry? No. The strategy is clean food. The food that's fresh, the food that doesn't spoil, mostly the stuff that you find in the perimeter of the aisle at the grocery store. But hey, you can also find a lot of fresh foods right now, even cropping up in the frozen food section. I talk about this in my trend report for 2019. One of the exciting trends that we're seeing is what I call the frozen food redux. Used to be where the frozen food aisle was sort of relegated to like the ugly stepsister of the fresh food aisle. But it doesn't have to be that way anymore. In fact, you can usually find some pretty good options that are affordable. Just watch out for added sugar, added salt, and any added preservatives that really don't need to be in there. But I will tell you there's a lot of great stuff cropping up. So I'm asking you to eat more. I'm asking you to eat better quality food. And I'm asking you to do it regularly. When you skip meals, it tells your body to shut down. It is almost like saying, we are in a crisis. 911, hunker down, hold on to those calories, because I don't know when I'm going to be able to feed you again. Right? I mean, you're conserving energy. Your body's super smart. So it knows when to lock down. We don't want it to lock down. We want it to burn, baby, burn. So How do you avoid the hangry disease, the food 911, the emergency where food is the only thing that can save you? Here's my strategy. I always keep some clean, shelf-stable snacks with me, and they're in my car, they're in my desk drawer at work, and yes, they're in my purse. And I'm one of those people who always has food in my purse, so please don't freak out if you're with me and I pull out a bag of cashews at any given moment. It doesn't make me weird, it makes me smart. It really does, because I know myself, and I know that if I'm stuck, I'm traveling, I'm going to a meeting, I need to function because I'm picking my kids up from school or I'm transporting something somewhere and I'm out on the road, that I have nourishment at all times. So things like pre-portioned bags of mixed unsalted nuts or packets of nut butter or my favorite raw bars. I have this greens bar that I love and some raw bars from Garden of Life that I love. Maybe it's some jerky. Maybe it's some whole fruit like apples or pears or mandarin oranges that travel well. Those are my per usuals. And they're always around because they're easy to have on hand. They travel well. They don't get spoiled easily, et cetera, et cetera. And I also usually have protein powder packets hanging around because, again, in a pinch, when the hunger pang sets in and I can't function, I can't think straight, I can always put that into my reusable water bottle. I have the blender bottle, little mixer in there, and I can add water and shake it, and it does fill me up. So, meal ideas. Now, these are snacks that are going to help you in a pinch, but the truth is when you strategize around your meals and you make sure that you're getting your food prep done, and you know how important that food prep is, I talk about it constantly, then you keep that hunger beast from rearing its ugly head at all times. And here are some quick meal ideas that you can throw together that really don't even require cooking. I mean, in some cases, you're really just adding water. So here's an idea. You could take some nitrate-free turkey breast, roll it up with a little bit of arugula, maybe some sun-dried tomato spread or a little pesto. Roll it up in a jicama tortilla. Yes, I said jicama. Jicama is my it veggie for 2019. It is really amazing, super versatile, and it's high in inulin. It's a soluble fiber that helps you feel fuller longer and helps to control blood sugar spikes. So it's great if you have some blood sugar issues. And the truth is, most people do. You want to try and control your blood sugar at all times. Those tortillas are made by a company called Xica. It's spelled Xica. And I think they're a pretty genius substitute for refined carbs like the white flour tortillas that don't really lend too much nutrition to your body, and are a great way to get more veggies into your mouth. So that's a great, easy idea that doesn't require any cooking. Another idea for a quick meal is oatmeal. You know, I think oatmeal is really overlooked, and it's one of the easiest things that you can make. You can take some quick cook old-fashioned oats, add some flax meal or chia seed or maybe a little bit of both. You can do some fresh fruit. I like to go low glycemic index with my fresh fruit, so I usually stick with berries. Add some blueberries or strawberries or blackberries or anything that you can get your hands on that's in season. And some unsweetened, maybe some nut milk. You could do coconut milk. You could do almond milk, hemp milk. Hey, any kind of milk your heart desires. You could even do some coconut water. Cook that up, and a little oatmeal goes a long way. It's high in fiber. It's going to help you keep fuller longer. You see the trend here with the fiber? Yes, yes. Another idea that's super simple, again, no real cooking required, is sweet potato toast. I freaking love this stuff. And sweet potatoes are so good for your hormones, ladies, especially. Let's hear it for the ladies. Take some sweet potato toast that you've already cooked. That's pretty soft already, not too soft, but cooked through. Slice it into planks and Stick it in